something has just come out which, unfortunately for Keir Starmer, if he's not careful, could actually lead him to go to the job centre, or the blowjob centre, as I like to call it, because the last I heard, all the jobs in there blow. But anyway, so what am I going on about then? Well, it's quite shameful, actually, and it needs to be turned around as quickly as possible. I say that because, according to this article, it says that Britain now spends more on sickness handouts than on defence. A report reveals. It's just absolutely disgraceful, isn't it? Surely you'd like to think, wouldn't you, that defending our nation would be the forefront of any government. Especially, of course, in this day and age when you kind of got people throwing their toys out the pram like Putin, and who knows who it'll be in the future. So to be honest, it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Just how much are we spending on people who are sick? Whether it's actually genuine sickness or it's, I got skyperitis, I cannot possibly go in. Well, it says ministers have warned that they must rein in the £65 billion bill for health-related handouts, costing more than all the £57 billion going towards the military. That's quite a sizable amount over, isn't it? And I'm pretty sure could go to much better use. Like, of course, filling in their mythical, in my opinion, £22 billion black hole, which, let's face it, they could fill more quicker than, I don't know, someone like Bonnie Blue if they cut out all the unnecessary spending, such as Ed Miliband's £11 billion or whatever it is that he's given for overseas, not here, but overseas climate emergencies, as they like to call it. It even says here that figure could change if 400,000 jobless Brits actually went back to work. So, just wants to make you say to them, get off your arse and go back to work, doesn't it, eh? Which the Lord's Economic Affairs Select Committee says would save apparently £10 billion. And its chair, Lord George Bridges, said, the health benefits system is financially unsustainable. Well done for noticing that, Lord Bridges. This makes me wonder how well he did at stating the bloody obvious awards, eh? It wastes human potential and does not work for anybody, he says. And given the huge pressure on the nation's finances, tackling this must be the top priority for the government. And to be honest, yes, this is, or should be, in my opinion, a massive priority for the government, because at the moment all the government seems to be doing is giving us more bad news after another, doesn't it? Whether it's removing the winter fuel allowance for 10 million odd people, or implementing quite a stealth tax, in my opinion, by raising the employer's national insurance level, which I'm pretty sure will all affect us the most, because businesses don't like to lose money, do they? And therefore are bound to put any extra costs they now face onto us, aren't they? Which kind of sucks, really. And get this, the Peers Probe recommends tightening the work capability assessment to stop people wriggling out of a job. And while, of course, everyone would like to think people on sick are genuine, there unfortunately will be a few people, and quite a lot of people, I'm guessing, who are actually or could work, but unfortunately choose not to. And I'm not saying everyone does, so don't get your knickers in a twist, but there are unfortunately bound to be some that will be like that, eh? And strangely though, it says the current approach is said to incentivise people to look for welfare instead of work, which, yeah, you'd like to think, wouldn't you? The opposite would be true, but of course we have got a Labour government which, as far as I'm concerned, do like to award people for sitting on their bums, it seems. And in fact, you can actually teach Labour economics to your children, boys and girls, and the way to do that is, if you gave your son or daughter £10 a week to do such chores like, I don't know, putting all their toys away, maybe do a bit in the hoovering and emptying the dishwasher, perhaps then, at the end of the week, you take £7 off them and then give it to the boy next door for doing sweet FA. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Labour economics, in my opinion. So it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many people are actually on the sick, claiming all this money? Well, it says some 3.7 million people, working age Brits that is, are now on sickness benefits, with more than 1.2 million having claimed since 2020. Of course, as I'm sure we'll all realise, is when the nation kind of pooed its pants over COVID, although unfortunately you do see the odd idiot out there who does wear a mask out in the street, because it seems the government did a very good job at frightening a lot of people out there, and unfortunately for them, or us even, there are bound to be a lot of people who prefer working from home or actually just being at home when they could actually really be getting off their bums and getting a job, eh?